Hello and happy Sunday, everybody. This is Kelly with IfYouHaveAnEgg.com, and today is Sunday, September the 27th, and it was a gorgeous day here in East Tennessee. I hope everybody who lives in this area got out and spent some time outdoors. It is going to be a fabulous week in East Tennessee next week. I think the high next week is going to be like 70 something, which is going to be perfect. It was perfect camping weather last night. We had a fire, or not last night, but Saturday night we had a fire, so it was awesome. If you are watching this later on YouTube and you don't want to see all the highs and hellos that are getting ready to come up, then just go ahead and grab that little scroll bar and go on over to about 10 minutes and they will die down. Otherwise, please do say hello. I see several of you are there. I'm hoping that we have notifications tonight. Yes, Carol Lou, thank you very much. Hello, Carol Lou. Yeah, we have a couple of announcements to make here in just a second, and I don't know who we is because I'm here by myself. Well, Dusty's here, so I guess Dusty and I have some announcements to make. I don't know. Anyway, so please say hi and hello. We love to welcome everyone. If you are brand new, hello Evie. If you are brand new, please do let us know because everybody likes to welcome you when you're brand new. Hello Elaine, we're just happy that you're here. Hello Marianne from Pennsylvania. And there are a whole bunch of you here. So there are already 39 people here, and like 5 people have said hello. Hello, Sandra from Demonsbury. So come on, let's get those highs and hellos going. Hello, Patsy. Yes, thank you. Patsy says, hi, sweet girl. Thank you. If you're watching this later, hello, Alicia. If you're watching it on YouTube, I'll still say hi if you say hi to me. If you say hi on our blog, that's just IfYouHaveAnEgg.com. Hello, Pam. I will definitely say hi back to you. Been chatting with a couple of people on Connect. Hello, Janice. And Orlando Debbie, if she is here, has some exciting news for us, I think. Hello, Gina. Yeah, so we've got we've just got a great evening planned out for us. Hello, Stacy. So again, if you're brand new, let us know. We would love to say hello to you. If you want to say hello, say hello. Hello, Liz. And when it gets kind of going and we get going fast, if I don't see your hi or hello, I will try my best to swing back around to you. Hello, Kathy from Ohio. And I know Kathy missed the 2:30 meeting this morning because she was mowing. I hope that's your last mowing for the season. Hello, Kim. Hello, Sherry from Connecticut. And hello, Trish. We missed you today at the 2:30. I saw that you peeked in for just a second. Hello, John from Home Base. So John is probably watching football, so he may or may not chime in other than the hello. And hello, my Christy. Oh, good. Chrissy's getting hooked up with her earbuds. Awesome. Hello, Marlene from Florida. Hello, Sandra from Naperville, Illinois. It is good to see you again. I saw you at 2:30. Hello, another Kelly, spelled correctly. And hello, Barbara from the Crossroads. I saw you today. Hello, Sherry. So everybody who I think I saw at the 2:30 Zoom meeting today. So if you want to attend our Zoom meeting, hello, Sherry. It's not mine. I'm saying our, because it is the East Tennessee region. And Trish, I'm giving the address out again here in just a second. But it is for the East Tennessee region, but you are more than welcome to come. Hello, Amanda. For sure, I know that Trish attends the Zoom Weight Watchers meetings all over, like everywhere. And there are several of you all that do it. Hello, Debbie. Hello, Orlando Debbie. But the people that I think I saw today, or I know I saw these people today, but I think I got everybody. And hello, Janice. Oh, but it's the 2:30 meeting I'm sorry. Sandra wants to see my nails. Thank you. They are watermelons, so it's probably late in the season for that, but I don't care. I love watermelons anyway. Hello, Shirley Ann. Okay, so 2:30 meetings. So hello, Irma. So we meet at 2:30 on Sundays. Hello, Lynn, for the Knoxville group. But you're more than welcome to come. You do not have to be in Knoxville to join this Zoom group. Hello, Sylvia. And Sylvia just walked in the door from Colorado. And hello, Linda from Rock Island, Illinois. So you can go to the 2:30 meeting. It is under Connect. And you can just go to Connect. And then when you search in groups, look for the West Knoxville, because we have one Zoom group. And I go to the 2:30. And Marlene, I saw you. Or I saw your name anyway. But she is awesome. And hello, Myrna. And Myrna was at the 2:30. Aloha, Kathy. So the people that I think I saw today were Myrna. And Myrna, how's your shoulder? So I know today you were telling us about your shoulder. Y'all just go ahead and say a quick little prayer for Myrna. Sounds like she's in a mess. But anyway, so I saw Myrna, I saw Mindy, I saw Sandy, Donna, Letitia, Marlene, Karen, Sandy with an I, Sandy with a Y, Sandy with an I, Barbara from the Crossroads, Barbara from New York, and Roberta, another Marlene, Mary Lynn, Jacqueline, Sherry, Orlando Debbie, and Trish popped in for just a second. And I think I got everybody. I think that was everybody that was at our 2:30 today. So welcome to all of you all. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed Gwen. Can you see why we are so desperate to get back to our in-person workshops? Because she is awesome. She is absolutely amazing. She has been my leader for 25 years, almost 26 years, I guess now. Okay, but for those of you who are just popping in, I am Kelly with IfYouHaveAnEgg.com. Hello, Loretta. And today is Sunday, September the 27th. And if it is Sunday, September the 27th, where you are watching with us live. Hello, Naomi from Texas, and hello, Vicky. If you're watching with us live, you've got a couple of little buttons down at the bottom that you can use, and I'll be asking you, so people are already doing it. So people are already doing the thumbs ups and the hearts, and I'll be asking you some questions here in a few minutes, and you're going to need those. So if it is your first time with us, you're going to want to familiarize yourself with the things at the bottom of your screen, and it's going to make a difference as to whether you're on a phone or like a tablet, like an iPad or some kind of an Android tablet. And so, you know, it's going to make a difference on that, or if you're on your computer. And I know Mindy says going to miss her when she goes back into studios. Mindy, I'm going to sidetrack for a second and say, oh, sorry. Hi, Catherine from Milwaukee. Oh, and Catherine was in the meeting today. Oh, I didn't see your name. Oh, I didn't know it was you. Okay. So y'all have to tell me when it's you. But anyway, so every time we get a chance to vote, and hello, Jessica. So every time, and hello, Becky. So every time we get a chance to vote at the end, not vote, I'm sorry. Every time we get to do a survey at the end of a Zoom meeting, please take a few minutes and do the survey. It takes like 3 minutes, I think. I mean, seriously, it's so fast to do the survey, but please take just a few minutes. If you've attended a Zoom meeting, or especially if you've attended multiple Zoom meetings, please take just a few minutes and go ahead and compliment the person who was doing the Zoom meeting. Let them know what you thought. Give them some feedback, because we're not there. You're not there in person. They can't necessarily see your feedback. They don't know how they're doing. Gwen was nervous, I know, the first couple of times that she did one, but she's rocking it now. But one of the questions, if you answer enough of the surveys, it starts to ask you more and more and different questions. So I'm on a totally different set of questions now than I was the first time I took a survey. And one of them was, one of the questions today was, did I want to do in-person or virtual? And I keep saying both, because I am loving getting an extra dose of this by Zoom, at another day on the week. But anyway, so please do your survey. And I just completely lost track of the 2:30. We were talking about the 2:30 Zoom meeting. Y'all are more than welcome to attend that one while we are having it. And hello, Mary. It's good to see you. I've been here in a while, and it's good to see you. Couple of things. It is Sunday, September the 27th. And again, if you are first time with us, please let us know. We would love to welcome you. If you are just coming in, you haven't missed anything. I've just been yakking. And Janice said she was at the meeting too. So you'll have to tell me these things, okay? Because I can only, if you don't have your pretty face on there, then I don't know that it's you. And sometimes it just says iPhone. Like Barbara in New York, I could see like this much of her face, which is like pretty much what you can see of everybody right now. But I could see about that much of her face, and it just said iPhone. And I was like, she looks really familiar. And I said, hey, iPhone, that you can only see from the nose up. Who are you? Who is this? And she told us. But anyway, hello, Betty. So a couple of bits of news. Orlando Debbie has figured out, I know a couple of y'all have, but Orlando Debbie has figured out how to change her username on Connect. And I'm hoping that she will tell us here tonight, that she will type it in the chat notes. Again, new people, you've got a couple of buttons and some chat things down at the bottom you're going to want to familiarize yourself with. Thumbs ups. I'll be asking you some questions, and people are showing you right now how to do a thumbs up. There will be some hearts. There is a place at the bottom depending on, and yes, private message me when you're on the Zoom, because I don't know everyone. Like I've met Orlando Debbie in person. I've met Barbara, Crossroads Barbara in person. My Christy, I know. So some of y'all I know by sight, like Sandy, Donna, which is one of the Sandy sisters. Like I know y'all now. So I know what you look like now, and I can find you. Kathy, of course, Kathy, I don't know if I'd recognize you without your cat. But anyway, without the pretty white cat. But anyway, okay. So what was I saying? New people, just familiarize yourself with the controls, familiarize yourself with the little chat thing at the bottom, so that you'll know what we're doing, and you can comment back to other people, because y'all can talk to each other. You don't have to just wait on me. So you don't have to just be talking to me. Y'all can also talk to each other. So a couple of news things. Do not forget, and if anybody forgets this or says they didn't know It's just because you haven't been listening. I have said this every week for the last couple of weeks. I'm going to say it until it's time to do it. Don't forget, if you were on, so as of March, if you were on free lifetime as of March, your benefits, your free benefits have been extended through March, through November the 30th. So they quit extending it, 1 month. They've just gone ahead and drawn a line in the sand and said that you are extended until November the 30th. But you have to weigh in one time between November the 1st and November the 30th. It doesn't count if you weigh in today or tomorrow or the next day. It has to be at least one time between November the 1st and November the 30th. You need to weigh in, during that time period to get your free e-tools. So you'll get another one of the scratch off things, where you get your number and you have to type it in. And Susan needs help on subscribing. So I'm not sure what. And hello, Barbara. I'm not sure what. So if somebody could ask Susan and find out what she needs to subscribe to. So if it's on YouTube, everybody subscribe. Everybody go subscribe right now. Yeah. Okay. And let's see. The next thing is if you're in East Tennessee, we now have wellness check-ins in Maryville, Oak Ridge, Powell, and of course at the Cedar Bluff main location. And if you are in East Tennessee, they're having a sale right now in East Tennessee. I don't know about the other regions, but in East Tennessee, they're having a sale on the Weight Watchers baked snacks. So if you are going to a wellness check-in, you might as well check out the sale on the baked snacks. Okay. Also our special on the Simple Living Products air fryers, that special is still going on. If you want one, oh, Sandra, I'm so sorry. If you want a Simple Living Products air fryer, you can still get 10% off. And good, Orlando Debbie's showing us how, although I'll have to go back and read it. And Trish, we still get vouchers. We still get vouchers here in Tennessee, in East Tennessee. Okay, when you go to simplelivingproducts.com and get ready to check out, it's egg 10, EGG 10, EGG10, egg 10, you get 10% off. Okay, so before I get too carried away, let me just check all my notes here and make sure, because I'm doing this a little bit differently today. I normally hand write. I'm sorry, and Barbara wants to know, the other Barbara wants to know if Dax has a chili powder. They don't have a chili powder, but they have, and hello Rosie, they have so many flavors. That yeah, you could definitely find one that would work well in the in chili, and some of them have a little bit of a kick or a little bit of a spice to them. Okay, so last week, who sat your bottom in a chair? Still jealous, still super jealous of you all, but who sat your bottom in a little chair? Give me a thumbs up if you sat your bottom in a chair at a wellness workshop, at an actual workshop, or if you got to go to a wellness weigh-in, or. And thank you, Jessica, for posting that. So if you got to sit your bottom in a chair at an actual workshop, again, super jealous. Oh, and Barbara switched to purple today. Well, we're going to talk about that in a second. Or if you went to a wellness check-in, or if you attended a Zoom meeting. Let's see the thumbs ups for that. If you attended with us here last week, so if you were live here with us on If You Have an Egg on Facebook, or if you watched it later on demand, let's see some hearts. Or if you did both, you can do a heart for both of them. So already lots of thumbs ups and lots of hearts. Looks like Loretta's hearts. Barbara did both. Barbara's all thumbs up. Another thumbs up. Kim is all hearts. Lynn is both. Oh, and Linda got to sit her bottom in a chair. So she made a sparkle heart because she knows that I'm jealous. Hello, Debbie from Virginia. Glad you're joining us. Hello, Sandra. We're just checking in to see who got to sit their bottom in a chair, and who got to attend the Zoom meeting, and who got to attend with us here last week. Okay, so for everybody who went to your meeting, went to your workshop, went to your wellness check-in, checked in with us, whatever you did last week, here are your Bravo stickers. These are your virtual Bravo stickers. Don't forget, you can go download real Bravo stickers, print them out, cut them out, print them on stickers. Casey formatted them so that they would fit actually on round stickers if you want to print them out and use them. But don't forget to go print those off on IfYouHaveAnEgg.com. That is our blog. If you're new, it is www.IfYouHaveAnEgg.com. So you can go there and print them out. So last week, what we were talking about was, what I was saying is, I'm trying something different this week. I normally handwrite out all the notes, and it's tediously long. And we have so many recipes right now to get posted that I tried typing the notes. Well, I type all day for work. I'm a super fast typer, but I'm not used to reading my notes typed. I'm used to reading them in my own handwriting. You would think that typed notes would be easier to read. But anyway, so if I struggle, just give me some grace here. Okay, so last week was chat number 191. And, and Naomi can never find the heart emojis. Oh no, somebody help. I was surprised. Okay, speaking of emojis, I'm going to get sidetracked for a second. Why is there not a sweater emoji? The weather in East Tennessee is going to be gorgeous next week, and there's no sweater. There's just mittens, but there's no sweater. Okay, so anyway, last week was chat number 191, Boost Your Confidence. And your homework for last week was to take one of the 4, so WW in the weekly had 4 things posted, 4 ways that you could remind yourself, hey, I can do this, or I can do that. I can do some things, because we're really good at beating ourselves up and telling ourselves what we can't do. But WW had 4 ideas for things to remind yourself what you can do. So your homework was to choose one or more of those things, of the can-do things, of the can-do attitude things from your weekly, and then show us what you got. So let's see how you did. First, we had Barbara, and Barbara, you know which one you are, Barbara over on Connect. So that was pretty exciting to me. I've had people comment on things that I posted on Connect, but Barbara posted on Connect. She actually did her homework on Connect. She said, let's see, Barbara over Connect said, I can, so there was hashtag I can was your homework last week. And everybody that did their homework got the new badges that Casey's been making. So, and if you're new, Casey is my daughter, John is my husband watching from home base, Alan is my son-in-law, Alyssa is the most gorgeous grandchild on the planet. Just get over it. She is the most gorgeous. But Carol Lou, Peanut's pretty darn cute. And let's see, and Jessica does all of our website and design. Casey does all of our YouTube, and Casey designs our badges. So anyway, that's for the new people. So if you did your homework, you've been getting badges from the free badges from Casey, so y'all can thank her for those. But Barbara over on Connect said hashtag I can. That was her homework. It's always a hashtag and something. Hello, Sylvia from Canada. A hashtag and something, and it was hashtag I can. And she said hashtag I can be happy for other people's successes. Then she said, and I can cheer them on. That is right on, Barbara. So sometimes being successful ourselves it's just as important to cheer on other people, instead of sitting there saying, everybody else loses weight, everybody else gets to eat what they want to, me. But, you know, if you can cheer some other people on and get behind them and get excited for them too, it really does help. So yes, Barbara, I can be happy for others people's successes, and you can too. Then Carol Lou, who has the adorable Peanut, who's a year old now, Carol Lou said, it's so hard to believe that 1 year ago, the precious little Peanut was born, but she was in the NICU. And now a year later, she is the happiest baby that she's ever seen. And she's thanking everyone for listening to her talk about Peanut. We love to hear about Peanut, and for following her along on her journey this last year, and that she feels truly blessed. And she says, hashtag, I can thank God for my many blessings. And yes, she can. And she has lots of them. And the most important ones are still in a little tiny package. Then we have Carla. And Carla said she was feeling confident. So she used a feeling emoji on there and said she is feeling confident. And for her homework, she said hashtag I can track every day, drink more water, go to the gym 3 times this week. And I'm interested to see, Carla, did you go 3 times this week? And then she said she can watch Kelly each week for the support the group helps me with. So she uses this entire group. So every one of you that's talking right now, Carla is using you so she can hashtag I can be get the support that she needs. So that was a great one, Carla. And then Lynn, and this is Texas Lynn, because we found out that we have 2 Lynn Clarks. So we have Lynn Clark in Texas, Lynn Clark in New York. We have 2 Roberta Cooks and 2 Karen Hoods. How crazy is that? But Lynn in Texas said, hashtag I can focus on mindful eating this week, so I feel better about my choices because of the support that she receives from this group every day. So Lynn has Texas Lynn Clark has also been posting the cutest little inspirational things. They're not just cute, they're pretty inspirational things over in the closed group. So if you're not a member of the If You Have an Egg closed group, maybe Jessica will post the link to that so that you can head on over and join. But while we are talking about people and thanking people, first of all, here are your virtual Bravo stickers for doing your homework. And hopefully everyone who did their homework received the free badge from Casey. If you did not, let me know, and I'll be happy to post you on there. Post one on your comment. But when we're being hashtag I can be thankful, hashtag I can celebrate, I wanted to pause in between the last week's topic and this week's topic and say I can rejoice because we had some very generous people this week who helped us to get enough money to get the camera that I keep whining about. We will be ordering that probably Tuesday, Wednesday of next week. I want to order it on a day that Casey is here to make sure that I'm getting the right one before I actually order it. But thank you to everyone. Thank you to everyone. Carol, I will go back and find you and give you one. But thank you to everyone who was so generous with that. Thank you to everyone who sent stickers, everyone who sent cards, everyone who sent a little note, everyone. Please keep the happy mail coming, even though now, thank you. Again, thank you. We can quit whining about the camera, but please keep the happy mail coming. I love getting the mail. I loved going to the post office this week. Normally I'm like, ugh, I don't want to go because it's going to be bills and whatever. But it was so fun to see, when I would see like a colored envelope or, obviously like a card size envelope or something. You don't have to send a card. Handwritten notes are awesome. We love those too. But I love getting the stickers. I love getting the notes. Please, if you have something you want us to try, and if you want us to try it, if you make a product that you want us to try, if you have a friend that makes a product that you want us to try, if you want us to try something out, test it out, and I promise we will give the results of it, but you can still send your happy mail, and I'm going to give you the correct zip code this time because I've been saying the wrong zip code the last 2 weeks, but you can continue sending happy mail to Kelly Milligan, P.O. Box 10653, Knoxville, Tennessee 37939. I've been saying 19. That's our address here at Casey Kitchen Center. The P.O. Box is 37939. But do send me, anything. If you have a recipe that you want us to lighten up, if you just want to share a recipe, if you have a recipe you want us to try on a Sunday night chat, send us those too. So we just love, getting mail. So it has been so much more fun to go to the mailbox. Okay. So since I've only left us with 7 minutes, this week this week is chat number 192, and it is titled Make a Plan for Unexpected Food. And yes, happy birthday, Lynn. So make a plan for unexpected food. Okay, this week in your weekly, so remember you can still print them. You don't have to print them on a full-size sheet of paper. You can format it so that it's printed on a smaller, like a half page, and you could print both of them on the same side if you wanted to. But this week, WW gives us 3 strategies for how to plan when there's going to be some unexpected food. So when there's unexpected food or an unexpected situation, or you've got a food pusher, I don't have those in my life, but when it's unexpected, when it's a surprise, to keep you from going panic. So they've given us 3 suggestions. The first suggestion for that is to lean on your strategies. So if you've been doing WW for any length of time, you have built strategies. You've got some, whether you realize it or not, you have built some strategies. You've got some go-to tips, and I always like to say it's in your toolbox or it's in your hip pocket or whatever. So if you've been doing this for any length of time, you've got some in your hip pocket. You just need to pull them out, kind of dust them off and go over them. If you're new to WW or you need some ideas, you can go to Connect. There are tons of ideas on Connect. Let's face it, everybody on Connect, we're all in this same boat together on Connect. There's nobody on Connect who's not paying for a WW subscription. So, so we're all in that same boat. You can go to our group, to the If You Have an Egg group. You can come to the Sunday night chats, or if you've already found an accountability buddy, call them, text them. If there's a surprise, maybe you need to text them and say, hey, call me and get me out of this situation. And they can call and go, oh, I need you to come do, whatever. And you can go, sorry, I gotta go. So you don't have to do this alone. So you do not have to go through this by yourself. Okay, number 2, and let's see, Kelly needs help with the weeklies. So they will not be emailed to you. You have to go online. You have to go either on your app, or to print them out like this, I have to go to my computer and log in. And if anybody else can help Kelly with that, that would be awesome. So I can keep talking. Number 2, is to look for any alarms. So what they mean by looking for any alarms is just think back to a moment. Think about what's going to happen. So try to think about how an alarm would be like. How are you going to feel about this? This surprise food, if you do go ahead and, I hate to say enjoy it. If you do go ahead and partake in it, how are you going to feel about it? Are there any alarms? So an alarm would be, not an alarm would be if you thought, like this morning, we always have French toast, every single Sunday morning when we're over at Casey's house. John likes it. It's easy for us to make. Casey and I can get it going, and we can get it going, and get everybody fed, because we have between 4 and 6 people, on Sunday mornings for that. Well, surprise! This morning, John had made bacon, and you all know how I feel about bacon, so it was a surprise. But when I say look for any alarms, no alarms went off in my head. I didn't go, oh no, bacon, bacon, bacon. I just went, oh, great, John made bacon. Okay, so I'm going to have bacon. And I went ahead, I got 2 pieces, and I counted 2 pieces, and I went on with my merry life. I counted it, I tracked it, I moved on. It's not 2 points that I was planning on having, but I already know how many points bacon is. The kind of bacon that we get is 2 points for 2 slices. So I already knew how to deal with it. No alarms were going off. Now, where it would have been a problem is if alarms in my head were going off, going, oh no, oh no, oh no. If, I don't know how many points it is. How am I going to count this? I'm going to eat it until I get sick. I'm going to feel terrible tomorrow. I'm going to be mad at myself. Blah, 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 blah. Those are alarms. So that's number 2, is to look for any alarms. Number 3 is to make a plan. Imagine that. Make a plan. So if you saw bells and whistles going off, maybe on number 2, then maybe it's time to make a new plan. If you're not making a decision about this, not making a decision is still making a decision. Okay? So choosing not to make a decision is still making a decision. So choose whether or not you're going to have any of the food, yes or no. Choose how, if it's yes, how much are you going to have, and go ahead and plan on tracking it, or just walk away. So walk away, do something else. I hope Sandy's sister Donna does not mind me telling this. Today we were talking about it during our 2:30 Connect, 2:30 meeting on Connect, and she on Zoom, and she said that she had gone to a party. Saw some good friends. It's not a party. It was like some people she hadn't been together with a while. And someone brought, what was it? Cake. It was like some kind of to die for cake or something. And so, everybody had a piece. And so she had a piece. She had a reasonable slice. And then then they gave everybody some to take home. And so instead of taking it home, she just thanked everyone. Got to walk the dog. Got to take him over here, whatever. And she threw it away. First of all, extra bravo stickers for doing that, because, boy, it would have been hard for me to throw it away. But it was unexpected food, so she enjoyed one piece, counted it, walked her dog, and got rid of the rest of it. So that was a plan. We have several past chats about what to do if you run into a surprise food. It's not called that. Or if you run into a food pusher, or if a situation like that strikes. So go back and review past chats. we have 191 past chats, I guess. So go back and review some of those, kind of get an idea how to get a handle on this, to get ahead. Because remember, you always need to plan ahead. Just a little plan. Even if it's not a perfect plan, always have some kind of plan so you can have, if you've already thought about how you might handle it, you got 100% better chance of actually doing it than if you had no plan. Okay, your homework for this week is #no surprises. So we're not having any surprises this week. So I want you to think for your homework. I want you to think of a favorite food that you would never want to be surprised with. So something that it would be, you'd really have to think about it before you ate it, because you're probably going to eat it. So think about one of your favorite foods that you didn't want to be surprised with. Then list the 3 things from your WW Weekly that you can do to avoid a panic. And then for your homework, you're going to tell us what that food is, and you're going to list the 3 things that you're going to do for your plan for your homework, and you'll get your new badge. And Casey, your new super cool badge. And Casey has already created it, and it's pretty super cool. So actually, let me show you real quick. I know we're right on the money on time, but let me show you this week's badge. So Casey has already created this week's badge. That's what it looks like. So if you want this week's badge, yep, Carol Lou has already posted #no surprises. So if you want that badge, just go ahead and do your homework. So it is hashtag no surprises. The badge will be available to you. I will send it to you. And Carol Lou, I will try really hard tonight to go back and find your post. You have to tag me in it. So it's at IfYouHaveAnEgg if you are on Instagram or here on the Facebook page. It's at Kelly Green Milligan if you are in the closed Facebook group. It is time to drink water, Sandra. It's time for some water. And I actually don't have water. I have iced coffee. But anyway, yeah, so tag me everywhere. And once I go back and read how Orlando Debbie said to change my username, hopefully my username on Connect will not be Scrap and Stamp 2 anymore. So, okay, if you're new, this is the end of the first portion. Do your homework, do all the things I said, and then stay tuned for the second half. During the break between the first half and the second half, I will grab something to drink. Oh, Carol, because I was so involved with Peanut that I didn't give you your badge. Ugh, okay, I'll go back and do it. But anyway, so I'm going to get something to drink. You all get something to drink. Get some water. Normally I have water, but I am enjoying the rest of our iced coffee from Petal Java from this morning. And we'll get ready to go. So stay tuned and we'll get ready for the second half. Get something to drink. Oh, I love Petal Java coffee. We got to see them this morning. They were having another event at their place. Whew. They are so good. They are so good. Okay, so I'm finishing that up. And we got to get suited into our superhero. Alyssa's all about superheroes right now. And so this is my superhero If You Have an Egg apron. And again, Rosie, thank you for suggesting that. If you want an If You Have an Egg superhero apron, just kidding, you can go to Spreadshirt and get one of those. Okay, so we are back. This is part 2 of chat number 190. Let's see, I put their typewritten. Of chat number 192, make a plan for unexpected food. And Barbara just asked the magic questions. So, oh yeah, and my Christy said, and Casey made the cute sleeve for the coffee cup. So this has been in this sleeve now for over 2 hours and it's still cold. And yes, Casey does make these. Okay, so Barbara just asked the magic question about how was week 2 on purple. Okay, we're going to talk about it, Barbara. So thank you for that nice little segue in. So those of you who haven't been with us for the last couple of weeks, I normally do... oh wait, Sylvia says she bought the Petal Java kit, the cold brew kit for her and coffee for her sister in Colorado, and she loves it. Awesome. Okay, so I am on week 2 on purple. If you've just joined us, or if you're coming back after a little while away, I am normally on green. So normally I do WW My Way green because it is the most like the old, just regular Smart Point system. So my schedule is hectic. I need lots of choices. But COVID, my mom passing away, being trapped here by myself for 5 weeks, life in general, it's been crazy. And I was up almost 20 pounds. And remember, I'm like you. I have to go weigh in November the 1st through the 30th to get back on my lifetime. And I don't want to pay. I'm not planning on paying. So I'm doing purple. I was going to do it for 7 days, and Lynn says she, on her first week on purple, she lost 0.4, yay. And Kathy did not do well on green this week. So I'm just going to say, me personally, just my lifestyle, I like green better for my lifestyle, but green was not giving me what I needed to kick this back in the rear, after all of this stuff. So the convenience of green was actually working against me right now. Again, just during all this stuff that's been going on for the last 6 months, which life is just not normal right now anyway. So, and a lot of people asked me why I did not just switch to blue in the center, because purple's really restrictive for me. And just with my schedule, green was a little too loosey-goosey for me right now, because I'm living loosey-goosey, whatever, right now. Blue would have sounded like a safe, middle road. But what I saw this last 2 weeks is I need to stay on purple. Me personally, just talking about me, I personally need to stay on purple because I have had too many situations this last couple of weeks, me, because of my schedule, where it would have been super easy with those extra little bit, extra few points to go grab something that was processed, to grab something that was like, we have peanut butter crackers in a filing cabinet upstairs. I stay away from that filing cabinet because I would eat them every single day. There's nothing wrong with peanut butter crackers, but I would eat them every single day. Every day. I don't know why. I have this weird obsession with already prepared peanut butter crackers. But I would be eating processed foods, things with too much salt, blah, 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 blah. So let's talk about the second week on purple. So the first week on purple, I did really well. I had a great weight loss. My feet were feeling better. Ate lots of yummy food. I really focused on vegetables and fruit. I didn't eat hardly any meat the first week on purple, and I did really well. I lost a little over 5 pounds. Okay, so this is the second week. The second week, so I've been on purple officially for 14 days now. I went ahead and decided to stay on it just so that I wouldn't, I don't know, I was just afraid to get too loose, right now, because I really need to kick this into gear. So I've officially completed 14 days. If you remember the last 2 weeks in the extra credit portion, we've been talking about my journey on purple, kind of the concerns that I had, some things that I was making, and some plans that I was gonna make. So I also had I had 5 concerns. If you want to go back and watch those were the last 2 weeks. So that was chat number, let's see, it would have been chat number, I think 190 and 191. You can go back and watch those on YouTube. You can go back to IfYouHaveAnEgg.com and find those. If you need to see the written transcripts for them, Jessica does a great job of getting those up like within a day or two of when we have the chat. You can go print them, you can read them, you can refer back to them. That's all free. You can go to YouTube. Casey gets those up almost like 99% of the time. She gets them up the next day. So at some point tomorrow, both of these videos, and we divide them up into 2. There will be one that's the full hour and one that is just the second half. So if you just need to go back and watch the second half, she provides that for you. Thank you, Casey and Jessica. Okay, so we've been talking about this for 2 weeks. This is the third week. So I had 5 concerns about being on purple. I also had some very specific reasons for being on purple, and you can go back and watch that. If you're following the blue or the green chat, no problem, because this applies to all of us. Because let's face it, the points and what you eat, it's all relative. So it just, kind of the plan, the color plan that you choose, kind of directs you towards this type of food, or this type of food. But we're all should be getting about the same amount of food, per, for our Weight Watcher dollar, for our blue, green, or purple dollar. Okay, so if you remember, one of my biggest concerns was time constraints. So this continues to be my number one problem. So, I had real high hopes, for last week, and I was not going to wait until 2:30 any day to eat. I was going to make sure that I got all that food in, and I was going to go hide in the bathroom if I had to eat. Did not happen. It was a terrible week for lunch last week. Horrible week for lunch last week. I mean, horrible. I don't think I had any meltdowns like I did the week before, but I've got to get a handle on this time thing at work. And yes, Sylvia, they do all kind of even each other out. But we have been blessed with amazing customers, and lots of them here at Casey Kitchen Center. So we don't just do food things at Casey Kitchen Center. We also design countertops. We do granite, marble, recycled glass, soapstone, whatever countertops. So we have been blessed to abundance with customers, with people that need design work, with people that need, help with tile selections, countertop selections, things like that. That takes a long time. It takes a long time. I mean, hardly anybody comes in and says, I want that and that. Usually it's a long design process. We are blessed to abundance with those people. And if y'all know me, if you've ever met me, it is impossible for me to walk off from them. Okay. So even if I have my lunch in my hand and a new customer walks in, somebody that didn't make an appointment, and I hear them talking to the girls, I'll go, oh, and I'll set it down. I find it impossible not to go help them, because I want to go meet, talk to, greet everybody. I want to welcome them. And if I could hug them, I probably would. Okay. So, I refuse to stop doing purple though, because this week, 100%, every day this week, I thought, okay, well, I'm not going to get to eat my lunch today. I'm not going to get to eat, the soup that I made. So I'm going to go grab a pack of crackers. And I went, nope, I'm on purple. And Betty, I'm the owner. We don't have scheduled lunch. Owners don't get scheduled. Betty wanted to know if I have scheduled lunches. I don't get a scheduled lunch. Doesn't happen. And honestly, if I was leaving, even if I was leaving to go do lunch and somebody was coming in, I can't help myself. I would turn around and follow them in to talk to them. Anyway, so, yeah. Anyway, so I would have 100% every single day this week. If I had been if I had been on blue or green, I would have gone upstairs and gotten a pack of crackers just to hurry up, or I would have had the girls bring me one. Okay, so not going to do it. I'm going to stay on purple because I'm determined to get back on this right track. Doesn't mean I'm not going to go back to green later, but I've got to keep going. I've got to get off of this weird cycle that I'm on because of all this, COVID junk from the beginning of the year. Okay, second concern was I'm not a prepper. Still not a prepper. It's not going to happen. Last week I made a ginormous crock pot of my plant-based version of the pasta e fagioli soup from Olive Garden. Made a huge thing of it. Everybody loved it. They all had multiple helpings of it. I didn't have time to eat any of it. One of the girls even went and got some, put it in a bowl, heated it up, had a spoon, had it ready for me. But somebody walked in and I went, it's okay. I'll just eat it later. I'll get it later. You can ask Casey. I'm real, I'll just get it later. But I can't tell them no. Okay, so everybody else enjoyed it. I didn't get to have much of it. It was delicious, though. And there's some in the freezer, so I'll try to have it later. So we're going to talk about my lack of prepping skills. We're going to talk about that in a few minutes. The third one was, the concern was, I don't know when to stop. I'm telling you, Gwen's suggestion, this has worked for me every day for the last 2 weeks. So Gwen suggested during one of our 2:30 meetings, I was getting some really good advice from people who are successfully on purple. And I know Linda in our meeting is, Mindy, I can't remember which color plan you're following. But Gwen had said, and Gwen normally does blue, but she said for her, if you're at risk, like I am, of eating too much, of something that's 0 points, that instead of going for a second serving of the same thing on 0. So let's say if you were having whole wheat pasta, instead of going for a second serving of whole wheat pasta that's 0 on purple, she said switch to a serving of something different. So I did that for the last 2 weeks and that worked for me. That kind of cut it off. So I did not go back and, and binge eat except for grapes. And again, I could eat a lot of grapes. But that actually worked for me to switch to a different 0 point food. So thank you very much, Gwen, for that suggestion. It worked. I loved it. Okay, successes that I had this last 2 weeks. My feet feel great. I think I've had maybe 3 Advil this week, maybe. And I wasn't eating them like candy, but I was taking it before I went to bed. First thing when I got up in the morning, I was hobbling. My feet feel great. They have not been swollen at all for the last, it took me a couple of days into the first week for the swelling to go down. And so now it's been 10 days, at least 10 days. No swelling. All of my shoes fit again. I can tie them. I can lace them. They feel great. My feet feel great. So I'm definitely going to continue with this because my feet feel awesome. And I've only had just a couple of ibuprofen this week. And that was more from adding distance. So Casey and I added some distance to our walks on Tuesday. And Karen and I have added a loop, so that was more from that than from anything else. Another success, I got to have a little more weight off, even though weight loss was not, my number one reason for being on purple. Let's face it, it was pretty high. But even though that was not my number one prime motivation for being on purple, I did lose a little bit more weight. So I'm just over 6 pounds total, the 2 weeks on purple. So I'm super pleased about that. So now I just have about 14 to go before I can go weigh in November. Okay, so that was a success. But something that I need to change is I need to hashtag bulk it up. And if you haven't seen any of our hashtag bulk it up chats, you need to go back and find them. You need to go back and watch them. I don't care which plane you're on. I don't care if you are blue, green, or purple. You need to go back and watch a hashtag bulk it up video or chat. So week 1, I was gung-ho on the veggie train. I was channeling my mom, Come on, Mom, what would you eat? What would you eat? What would you eat? What would you eat? And I was high on the veggie train. Week 2, I decided to relax a little bit and add back in some things, add back in some lean proteins, and some beans, and then some whole grain pastas, whole wheat pastas or grains, or things like that. But it was a little too much. Too many beans, too much whole grain pasta. I ended up, as soon as I added it back in, I ended up having whole grain pasta every single night, every night that week. Okay. Too much. It was too much for me. It was too much, and I was starting to feel a little bit bloated again. So I'm switching back to focusing on vegetables and fruit this week, and that is where the hashtag bulk it up comes in. Not going to go into great gory detail. It's on a past chat. We have a chat for that, so you can go back and check that out. Okay, so what I'm going to do, this is another effort. Thank you, Betty. This is another effort to get ahead of this. So, and good, I think I've left us just enough time to go over all these. Okay, so the hiding in the bathroom plan didn't work. The going and finding somewhere here at the chapel, didn't work. It's me. It's not other people. I understand that. And Casey, do not rub this in my face next week when I'm going. I don't ever get any time by myself. Me. I don't ever plan any time by myself, and I don't ever take any time by myself. So it's all on me. I have a newish little scenario happening in that we have been so blessed here at Casey Kitchen Center. Again, on the countertop side of it, we have been. Don't stop buying the retail stuff, please. But we have been so blessed on the countertop side of it that John and I, I'm pretty sure it's since June, we have either hired or changed positions for 11 people. 11. So, when everybody else is laying people off, we're hiring people or promoting people to a different position or putting them in a different position to help, so that we're not here 24 hours a day. John runs the shop. I'm here every day. We were working like 5 a.m. till about 8 p.m. And then he had set up a second computer at home trying to get ahead of this. So we have hired or moved around 11 people since June trying to get all of this covered, and I'm telling you, they are doing a fabulous job. Fabulous. This is the best group of people that we have ever had. Customers are happy. We're happy. I'm sleeping now till 5:30 instead of being here at 5:30. So that is awesome and amazing. But it presents a new tiny little issue for me, and that is there are people here when I get here. So normally when I arrive at Casey Kitchen Center, I have been here by myself for an hour and a half to 2 hours every morning leading up to this alone. So I had time I'd go work a little bit and I'd go make some breakfast and come back and sit down and eat it. That ain't happening right now. So this is me trying to figure out how to get ahead. So I'm hoping that if there's somebody else out there in TV land who struggles with finding the time, what to make, how to make it, don't have time to cook, not going to eat it if it's not already ready. So I'm hoping that this will help you all too, and I will let you know how this goes. So first thing I decided to do, I got to get a grip on breakfast. I have to get a grip on breakfast. I'm not going to get up at 4:30 and 5 o'clock in the morning and eat breakfast. I can't do it. I like breakfast. I love to eat breakfast in the morning. It doesn't have to be eggs, and it doesn't have to be a breakfasty type cereal. It doesn't have to be a breakfasty type food, but I just can't do it. I can't do it at 5:30 or 6 o'clock in the morning. So I like to eat it about 8 or 8:30. I would be perfectly happy if my first meal of the day was 8:30, 9. That would make me perfectly happy. But right now, while I'm waiting to do that, there are other people here by then. And since there are other people here, they need, Kelly, I need this. Kelly, where's that? Kelly, what's my next assignment? Kelly, what do I need to do? Kelly, show me how to do this. Show me how to do that. Because they're all still learning. They're all still training. So Orlando Debbie sent me a recipe last week, I think it was, for overnight oats. Not going to lie, the last time I tried overnight oats, they gagged me. I couldn't stand them. They were nasty. It was one of the nastiest things I had ever put in my mouth. But, I know, Teresa, it was one of the nastiest things I'd ever put in my mouth. And I tried them like 3 days in a row. And I thought, I will never, ever, ever eat those again. But, okay. And Debbie, I don't have time to even make boiled eggs and toast. But, I did take your advice, though, I took the thing that you shared on the overnight oats. Here's where I made my mistake. And I will show you. The first time that I tried overnight oats, and it's been years ago. Apparently, I was using quick cook oats. Didn't know. Nobody told me whatever. So Orlando Debbie sent me an overnight oats recipe, and I thought, okay, just because Debbie said, I'll try it one more time. I'll try them one more time. Hello, old-fashioned oats. Duh, you have to use old-fashioned oats. Apparently the quick cook oats, something funky happens with them, because I'm telling you, those were nasty. So I'll switch to the old-fashioned oats. I had the recipe that Debbie sent me. I've had it twice now because I tested it on a not work day so that I could see. So I've had it twice now. And today before we started the chat, I made 3 things of overnight oats that are going to go in the refrigerator, and they will be available to me to eat for work tomorrow, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So I'm going to try and see how this goes. I made them in half-pint jars. Some people would say, oh no, you can have a point's worth of overnight oats on purple in a huge mason jar. I understand that. I can probably eat this. I mean, I can eat a lot more food than this, but I probably have time to eat this. And I've already tried this one, and it was yummy. Thank you very much, Orlando Debbie. So good, so much better with the old-fashioned oats. I feel silly not figuring that out before, but it was so much better, so much better. So this one is pumpkin spice, and we will be posting recipes in the next few days. Jessica loves it when I make like multiple things during one chat, because instead of one recipe to post, she's gonna have 4 to post for tonight. But this one is the pumpkin spice, and it's the recipe that Debbie sent me with just a couple of modifications. So quickly, it is each one of these has, because it's this size, and yes, Betty, eventually we will be sharing the recipe. So, and Sandra's exactly right. So if you don't like it cold, you can post it. You can pop it in the microwave. So if you don't want it, just don't let the glass get too hot. Don't pick it up if it's too hot. But anyway, so each one of these starts with, because it's this size jar, it starts with 1/3 cup of old-fashioned oats. Now, Debbie's recipe is going to say a cup and a cup and a blah, 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 blah. So this is going to be 1/3. This is 1/3 cup in this size jar, the half-pint jar. 1/3 cup of old-fashioned oats. 1/3 cup of unsweetened almond and coconut milk. Her recipe has a little bit something different in it. It's got 2 tablespoons of pumpkin. It's just canned pumpkin. It's not pumpkin pie. It's just canned pumpkin. And then it's got some flavorings in it, and it also I included a teaspoon of chia seeds. So because I've talked us to death, I'm not going to go over every single ingredient, but this is the pumpkin pie spice one. It does have Dax pumpkin pie spice in it. I've already tried this one. Amazing. Thank you, Debbie, for making me try that again. This one is an Almond Joy. So this one, again, starts with the same ingredients. It starts with the old-fashioned oats, and it starts with, and they also have non-fat plain Greek yogurt in them. But again, we'll post the recipe in the next couple of days. We'll probably post them 1 a day. But the base, the base is the old-fashioned oats, like unsweetened almond milk, unsweetened coconut milk. I did the unsweetened almond and coconut milk. And then plain non-fat Greek yogurt, and then you can start adding your ingredients. So this one also has some sugar-free Hershey's syrup. It does have the chia seeds. I only added 1 teaspoon of chia seeds because a tablespoon had 3 points. I wasn't spending 3 points on chia seeds. But I did add the teaspoon for 1 point of chia seeds because I heard, and I'll let you know how it goes, that the chia seeds, since they swell up, that it's going to help keep me full until I can grab something for lunch. So that's the whole point, is to try and not be crazy by the time I do get something else to eat. But on the Almond Joy one, this one actually is 3 points because I added the pumpkin pie spice one's only 1. The Almond Joy one, I added some almond slivers, some unsweetened toasted coconut, and some Lily's dark chocolate chips. So I have not tried this one yet. Can't wait to try it, and that'll be in a couple of days. And then the third overnight oats, because y'all know me, I can't eat the same thing 2 days in a row, so I had to make it 3 different flavors. This one has mango flavored skinny syrup in it, and then tomorrow, or the day that I eat it, I'm going to use one of the Dole's no sugar added, mandarin oranges. The no sugar added, the ones that are just packed in water for some reason still have points. I don't count them if I'd rinse it off, but this is the no sugar added and it's 0. So I'm going to put that on top before I eat this one. So those are like 1 to 3 points. The most is 3 points. Again, I made them a size. Okay, Alicia, I'll let you know what I think, because Alicia doesn't like the chia seeds. I'll let you know. But I think I'll have a much better chance of consuming these first thing in the morning, because, you know, this is small enough and it's contained in this, and I don't have to do anything else to it. It's already ready. So if somebody's standing there saying, hey, I don't know how to do this, I need your help with this, I can just grab my spoon and I can walk around with them, you know, and eat it. So I don't know. Fingers crossed. I'm hoping that this is going to be a success, because I love hard-boiled eggs. I'm still trying to make, you know, the hard-boiled eggs. I'm still trying to do, you know, some of the other stuff, but it's just awkward to walk around eating the hard-boiled eggs. So I'm going to try the overnight oats. So I will let you all know how that goes. And everybody's asking, hot or cold, hot or cold. The first time when I used the wrong kind of oatmeal, didn't matter, hot or cold. Ugh, it was awful. The pumpkin pie one, the one that off of the recipe that Debbie gave me, and it made a huge, I mean, it made like a giant mason jar, like a quart size jar. It was so huge. I ate it cold. Loved it. But this one, the pumpkin pie spice one, I think would have also been equally good cold. Second thing, because I've left us with like 3 minutes to talk about this, the second thing is for lunch. So again, I'm not gonna have time to go heat up a bowl of soup. We'll try to have soup again this week, but I'm not gonna fool myself into thinking that we're gonna have it. So what I did instead is I've made a couple of these. And it's just, and somebody had said earlier, you know, a salad in a jar. Well, y'all know I love salads in a jar. I know, Trish, I don't know, it depends on the customer. Trish said, but will you eat it with a customer? Probably not. Probably not. But, and again, it depends on the customer. I mean, I have some customers, like Kim. Yeah, Kim would probably just sit down and eat one with me, but yeah, probably not. But at least I could set it down and I could put it, Casey could make me some little tiny, Casey, you can make me some little tiny, tiny baby koozies so that it stays cold on my desk in case I have to come back to it and eat it. Awesome. Okay, so this, and Alicia said, what about a cold vegetable soup? Maybe, doesn't that have a name? Doesn't cold vegetable soup have a name? Is that what ratatouille is? No, that's not ratatouille. What is that? Anyway, I feel like cold vegetable soup has a name, but I'm not sure if I would be satisfied. I don't know. I have to think about that, Alicia. But this I could eat, and I could come back to this, and I feel like I could put the lid on it, and I could keep coming back to it. Nothing in here is so delicate that it would, you know, gazpacho. Thank you, Alicia. Yeah, I don't know. I have to think about that. But nothing in here is so delicate that it would languish. You know, and I mean, like, I think it would all still be fine if I had to go help somebody and come back. The bonus part, good night, John, I'll be home in a little bit. The bonus part of wearing a mask is no one can smell your breath, and no one can tell if you have food in your teeth. So that's actually been a bonus. Hello, Chris. But anyway, so what I put in this one is I've got grilled chicken, just a little bit of grilled chicken in here. Grilled chicken breast, and that, or not grilled, but it's, you know, that man's chicken breast. So I've got a little bit of that man's chicken breast in here. I've got the little teeny tiny mozzarella balls, because remember, I'm trying to add back some protein, but I'm not trying to go crazy with it. And then I have cucumbers, mushrooms, banana peppers, tomatoes, and I feel like I have something else in here. Banana peppers, cucumbers, mozzarella, olives. I have a few olives because I'm still trying to keep the extra sodium down, but I did put a couple of olives in here just because I love olives, and that just seemed to go with it. And then this dressing is G. Hughes sugar-free. I think it's called lemon herb marinade. And so when it's time to eat it, just like the jarred salads, I can flip it over, you know, and let them soak. But all of these vegetables are sturdy enough that that I feel like it'll be good, even if I have to just take a couple of quick bites. Go help somebody, come back, take a couple of quick bites, you know, it's still going to be better than nothing. I hope. Fingers crossed. So we will get all of these recipes posted over the next few days on IfYouHaveAnEgg.com. wish me luck. If you are coming into KC Kitchen Center to purchase anything, just know, if you warn me and tell me that you're one of the egglets, or if you warn one of the girls and let them know that you're one of our egglets, I will probably come out eating this, you know, while you're here. If you're here for countertops, I won't. Yeah, so always, if y'all come in, let the girls know up front that you were here. My Christy did that last week or week before last, and yeah, they came straight and got me. Barbara's been here a couple of times, so it's always fun to see you all. But wish me luck. I'm going to try my best. I think this amount of meal prepping may be just right for me. So we're going to try it, and we're going to see how it goes. So we will get the recipes done as soon as we can. If you need to go back and listen to it again, remember it's going to be on YouTube. It'll be on IfYouHaveAnEgg.com. So everybody hang in there. Everybody let me know how your week is going. If you are watching this on YouTube, please go ahead and let the next video that is up here, please let that go ahead and roll over. If you want one of these cool aprons or one of our t-shirts, you can go to the Spreadshirt store. That's that last button over there. And most importantly, if you have not yet, please subscribe. Please subscribe to YouTube. Please. And we will work on getting that camera in so that maybe by next week, if we can get it here fast enough, and test it, maybe by next week, we will be widescreen so that it's not on a video like this. So that would be super awesome. So thank you again, everyone who helped out with that. Don't forget to send your happy mail. We love opening it. And you all have an amazing and awesome week. Thank you again so much. And I will see you all next time. Good night.